Okay, so I was going through my Inzektor deck, and I found an OTK that involved just these four cards. No sword and no Giga-Mantis is needed for this OTK. You just need at least a Hornet. I mean, you can use the sword and Mantis, but they're not really needed for the combo. So you need a tomato, tour guide, jog around, and push. Tomato, you go with tomato. Like say they go Cyber Dragon, something else. You go tomato, get that by the battle, you such summon another tomato. That goes down, you get your fly. Front shuffling. That's two darks in grave already. So I hope I can explain this well enough. Okay, you have this on the field. Now let's see. You need to draw a monster at a point, actually. You need to specifically draw Reborn. Well, you don't have to draw Reborn, like any card will do. Like, let's just say you have Call upon instead of Well. It'll work, monster one works, doesn't matter. But let's just say you have Call. And then you draw... I don't want that. Failur's fine. Okay. You draw a failure. Okay, your defense is up. But this is an OTK now. If this goes off, you activate Foolish. You dump a Hornet into the graveyard. It has to be Hornet. You dump the Hornet. Why do I shuffle? Doesn't really matter. Because it's just showing you the combo. Now you have 3 darks in the graveyard. Thanks to that move. You have 3 darks. Standard tomato, Hornet. Your Dark Arm is now a live card. So you special summon the Dark Arm from hand. Get it on the field as best as you can. Then you use the Dragonfly and start equipping and start breaking cards. Like you slowly break down 2 cards. Get your Centipede, break another. Or even if they don't have any more, you don't have to worry about that. You just exceed. But if you want to, you can go ahead for Giga-Mantis just to get that extra push. If you have another card on the field, then it's worth destroying to get to Mantis, just to get it to your hand. Now, Giga-Mantis is in hand. So this is hand. You still have a normal summon at all this turn, which is where Tour Guide will come into play. Because that's where Tour Guide's mandatory. You switch, then you stack these 2 up. And if I can find my extra deck. Okay. You stack them up for Leviathan Dragon. You drop off the Dragonfly to the grave. Now, if they have a card, actually, you don't really need to call on, it doesn't really matter. Call is not really a needed card, it's really not. Sorry, my bad. I was thinking that they had the combo. You just need these guys. You have your Dragonfly. You have this. You still have no normal summon this turn. So, in order to play around cards, summon the Tour Guide. Activate effect, and pull, let's just say, Night Assailant from your deck. Doesn't really matter. Okay, you pull Night Assailant. Just so you can bluff, stack them up for Levier. Actually, instead of the Giga-Mantis, you actually want to get Ladybug. I just realized that I messed that up slightly. You do want to get Ladybug. Because we're getting another search off the next Centipede you make. Now you activate Dark Arm effect. You banish the Dragonfly to destroy their last. If they say I have one more card, you destroy that last card. Now you have this on board, and you have Levier now on field that can get back that Dragonfly. So you go effect. Dragonfly hits the board. Dragonfly. Equip Ladybug. Send it, make it level 5. Search for another monster. Preferably you get Centipede. You make it level 5 as well. Go ahead and search your deck for your sword or your Mantis, whichever you prefer. And now that these are 5s, go ahead and stack them up. You don't have to stack them to win, but it helps you play around Gores by going into Terrace. And then you just swing with everything for getting. And that was with no sword and no Excalibur and no Mantises. That's the Inzektor OTK with none of those 2 cards. It's possible with Dark Armor Dragon because of that. Because you got 1800, 2500, and then you got 26, 28. You've got over 8 grand on board right there, with no sword and no mantis required. So it's a really good combo. And there's also another one you can do, which I'm gonna show you guys right now. I'm gonna separate out, get the cards together I need, and then I'll come back with the second combo. So be right back. Okay, so here's the second combo. You need these cards. It's a bit more complicated, but you need 5 cards. You need Veiler and BLS instead. This is a little more complicated of a combination. Okay. Again, you need the other. You still need Tomato, you still need Guide, and you still need Foolish, but you need these two instead of the Dark Dragon. So whatever they do, you get that Veiler in the graveyard. Next turn, you pick up a card. It happens to be reborn, of course, so it helps with the combo. So you set this too. You set this last, and you set this. If they summon again, summon the multiple monsters, swing, Tomato goes to grave. You get your next Tomato. Trying to find it. That goes. Dragonfly to board. Now you have 2 darks and a light, so your BLS has already been fulfilled. However, you wanna win that turn. So here's the loop. I'll draw the cards as I have to, and then you play Foolish Barrel. You put the Hornet in grave again. Now this time you're not focusing on your dark count. You don't need to focus on dark count, because this is not gonna matter. By the end of the turn, you'll have enough monsters on board. You can do Hornet, you can do Ladybug. It'll work either way, but it's preferred you go for the whole. Actually, it does not really matter. You could. I'll show you both ways actually. So this is going to be quite a long video, so I hope you guys can be patient with me. So Dragonfly, you equip a Hornet. It's better to. This is one way to do it. Break their freaking back. Start breaking their back row. Effective with this, you get your Centipede. You destroy another card with the Hornet again, and you get Ladybug. Now, you stack these two up and go into ring 3. Again, preferably Leviathan Dragon, because you're trying to go off, so you want to get that Dragonfly gone. You use Dragonfly effect, or the Leviathan effect, to dash Dragonfly. Then you summon Torga. Now let's say they veil at this. You can win with or without. They did top their monster reborn, all that other move. If they veil you and you have reborn, you're fine. Your combo is not done. Get the Hornet instead of Dragonfly, because you want to push as much damage on the board as you can. So then you go to that, and you stack again. Make Levier. Like if your opponent thinks about it, they're not going to bomb against that, because there's nothing banished. And then you catch them off guard, and you drop Levels to a soldier. Sorry, there's not much room. I'm using the webcam to do this, so there's not much room here. So you drop BLS, and you move from play the Veiler and the Dragonfly. Now Dragonfly is banished, giving your Levier a target. So you use the effect of Levier, revive the Dragonfly, and use the Ladybug on it. Then you special summon whatever you want, preferably another Centipede again. Make it level 5 as well, and get your combo piece. Get whatever card you wish. Preferably get your Giga-Mantis out now, while you can, because you never know when you may need that card. So you get your Mantis, and once again, you stack for 5, making Terrace. Now, if you want, you can also go just level 4 and make Utopia, which is actually more the recommended decision, because with Utopia, now you have an attack staller on the board. And you could literally put yourself and your opponent in an impossible position, because they're gonna have to, they can't attack any of these. Which means they have to push. They're gonna have to waste a pretty good actually they would want to waste a good resource actually. Now that I think about it, okay, it's not preferred. It is preferred to go into either Terrace or Ninja, which I'll show you. Terrace. 18, 25, 26. If they gorge you, that BLS will save you. If they do not, you push it in for game. Gorz is the only out to this field because of the way it's set up. It's only Gorz. Fader can stop it. Scarecrow can. The real ones that are played like Trego and Gorz, Gorz is the only out to this field. Once if this field gets established and they do not have it, you're gonna push in for game. And if they truly don't, they have to do it on this attack, which is a really bad thing. Because then you can go BLS, and then Tyrus gets in there for a little more, and you have an impenetrable field right there. But it's still over 8 grand on board. It's still game. Where we at? 5 minutes on this one. I'll get the last one together, and I'll show you that as well because this is another good one. So, I'm gonna cut here and set everything up again, and then be right back. Okay, the third combo. This is the one that's really it requires the same 5 as the last combo, but instead of Hornet, like let's see, instead of Hornet, it's Ladybug now. It's focusing on Ladybug. So you go set Tomato pass. They play Cyber and then try to summon like some effect monster that prevents this from going off. Or something. I'm trying to think of a monster. I don't know. But something. You just like they go Stratos. Veiler the Stratos. Okay. They crash into Tomato. Second Tomato. This goes. Out comes Dragonfly again. And the combo can start. Draw whatever. Mantis. No, I don't really need to draw that card. I need to shuffle this a little bit better. Darkhold. Okay, that's a good comeback, but it's not gonna out. Now, Foolish Burrow. Let's say that we have just those 2 cards. And then say they Darkhold, or not Darkhold. Maybe kind of a bad play. You could go for a Hornet, but you can also go for Ladybug, and I'm gonna show that combo because I want to make sure I got this right. So, so you send Ladybug to grave instead of Hornet. I think I just... No, that's fine. Okay, you send these to the grave instead. Hornet can come out late in the game, but this is to start with a Ladybug. Ladybug effect, you go for the Ladybug move. You get your Centipede. This is to go, you can go first or second with Ladybug and it will still work. Then Ladybug, 5, and you get that Hornet from your deck. So it's a little bit safer in your hand to block a Crow from wrecking your first destruction event. One second, I gotta type real quick. Okay, sorry about that. So get your Hornets to your hand. These are now both 5s. You stack them up for a rank 5 exceed. Preferably, you go into Ninja. Or, no. You go into Access Stack. You detach, take their Cyber Dragon, so half its attack is now yours. That's one less monster you have to worry about. So that's pretty good. Now, Tour Guide comes into play. Tour Guide gets your Night Assailant or whatever. I can find him. There it is. You get your Night Assailant. You stack the 2 again. And you make that Levier once again. You still have to make that Levier play. Now, again, Dragonfly and Veiler are banished now for Blackluster Soldier. And then Levier comes into play. Banish, get back Dragonfly. Equip Hornet. opponent, blow up the only card in their field, the last card they have, pull a card from your deck. This is if they have no backfield too. If they have one backfield, then you destroy the backfield first. But if they don't have a backfield, then that's how you play it. Then after that, you activate the effect of. You just don't use the effect anymore. You're good. Like you can do Ladybug, make it raise it by 0, get your whatever else you want, and then you stack these two up and go into Giga-Mantis. Giga-Mantis effect to detach Dragonfly. And there is the Cyber Dragon is slowly put on the Access Stag. And Giga-Mantis pumping along with like 300 attack. They're all over 2 grand now. Because this Stag gained 1,050. So he was at 1950, now he's at 2250. Every monster in your port's over 2 grand. And you push him per game. And again, you do it lowest to highest. And then BLS is your safety card. Because if they manage to gorge one of these 3, then they got it. Your BLS can take them both out, and you can get out of that rough situation quick. So that's the end of this video, the little discussion video on another like 3 other ways to Inzektors OTK without Sword and without Giga-Mantis. They are not needed for these OTKs. I'm not sure if anyone found this combo out yet, but it's very, very, very good. You have to run double tomato. Like I was using one at the time and I swapped a card for it. It's really consistent. You just have to watch for Veilers. Veilers and Phoenix Change are like the only thing I can whack best. Pretty much. Max C, no. Because again you have that safety net with BLS. So that's the end of this video. So let me know what you guys think of this. I mean, 3 new ways to OT with Inzektors. This might bring the deck back in meta. So, yeah. Again, let me know what you guys think, and yeah. Peace out.